everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to quickly go over some of the design trends that I'm seeing and am most excited about. I have been obsessed with interior design since the first grade and have worked in many jobs in the industry, which give me the unique ability to see all of the upcoming trends and looks that a lot of companies in the field are adopting for the upcoming year. Of course, there are going to be infinite number of trends and it's hard to predict which ones will take off running and which ones will fizzle out, but these are the ones as of now that we are seeing and have seen towards the tail end of 2020. And of course, you want to be 100% sure that these looks are going to be something that you will love for years to come before you decide to invest. So our first trend is a nod to the traditional, what they are calling Granny Millennial chic style or Grand Millennial chic style, where more and more people my age, younger, older, are adopting the looks and feels and trends that their grandparents are using in their homes. This means the style of furniture is more traditional, the pattern choices are more traditional, and details like moldings and beautiful frames and quintessential antique looks are coming back full swing this year, which I personally am very excited about. In many ways, this isn't a new trend at all because it's definitely encouraging all of us to look towards the past and repurpose old furniture. It's also a great way to make your space feel lived in and collected, which I think is at the backbone of this trend. It's creating a space that looks and feels less like a showroom and more like a reflection of your time and travels and collectibles that you've brought together into your space along the way. This is very niche-y. Some people just simply do not like traditional style, but there are so many great examples out there of how to mix a modern space with antique furniture or pattern or color. I think that is something that throughout 2021 we will see continue, and more people are going to start to find a way to incorporate this trend in a small or large way in their own home. The second trend for 2021 is the continued use of handmade, handcrafted, artisan-made, sustainable, and reused materials in design. This can be in a couple of ways. One of the most prominent and obvious is the use of handmade tile, which we have seen just completely explode here at the tail end of 2020, and companies like Fire Clay Tile or Clay have really made this a trend. Similar to the fabric and clothing industry, I think interior design is trying to find its way in how it can become more sustainable, that you can research to find out where this is coming from and how lightly it treads on the earth is something that I think more people are really making a conscious effort to do, which I am very happy about. The other thing similar to the first trend is repurposing and reusing things that we already have instead of going out and buying out of the box quick fix solutions from places like IKEA. There are so many great pieces of furniture that just end up in landfill because people aren't willing to repurpose them or recover them. So just like they do with every year, there have been a couple colors of the year nominated. So trend number 3 is going to be the incorporation of these colors of the year. Pantone actually selected 2 colors this year. The first color is called Ultimate Gray and the second one is called Illuminating. These colors are total opposites, but they're actually meant to be paired together. And the mentality behind these 2 colors is actually fairly interesting, although there has been some backlash received already for these selections. Gray is supposed to represent practicality after the year that we've had in 2020, and yellow is supposed to be an optimistic color to carry us into this new year. I think yellow is one of the hardest colors to design with, and illuminating is very bright, but I'll be curious to see how long and how many people embrace this color selection from Pantone, but you never know. These types of things are very hard to predict. Over at Benjamin Moore, they have crowned a teal shade as their 2021 color of the year, which I think is a great and appropriate choice. This color is beautiful, it's optimistic, it's deep and moody, it's a jewel tone, it kind of checks all the boxes, and anything that has green in it is a great bridge color. It works with warmer spaces and cooler spaces, and is one of those shades that you can incorporate in a substantial way with paint or furniture, or in a smaller way with accent pieces. So I think of these two selections, the Benjamin Moore 2021 color of the year is where I am leaning towards, and there are so many beautiful examples of how to use this color on Pinterest, on Instagram. Piggybacking off of my previous statement about how green is such a perfect bridge fabric, we are seeing this color pop up everywhere. Cabinetry colors, furniture colors, accent walls, all sorts of ways to incorporate green. And again, I think it's such a positive, uplifting color that we all are grasping desperately for after the 2020 that we had. Personally, it's a color I've been gravitating towards without even realizing it, and I've seen it pop up more and more and more, both in fabrics and wallpapers that are coming out, and also paint colors that are being used, and furniture pieces that are being used, and also cabinetry colors. I think green kitchens are definitely a thing right now, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so our fifth and final trend is going to be the shocking reemergence of closed floor plans. Open concept living has been around for, I don't know, quite some time now, and it didn't seem to be going away. But I think after 2020 forced so many people to be trapped in their homes with their spouses, with their kids, the lack of functionality that an open concept living area provides was very obvious to many homeowners, and not being able to go in a room and close the door and get away from your family members is probably why we're starting to see more design lean towards a closed floor plan living arrangement. Now, of course, this is something that would be difficult for you to implement into your home if it was designed and built to be an open concept place, but I think this is going to be more of a trend where builders and people who are buying and selling homes are going to look more towards these types of floor plans versus the open concept floor plans that we're so used to seeing. And it'll be very interesting to see how often this trend is implemented in all of the new construction and renovations that we see this year. I personally think that if done right, a closed floor plan can be really beautiful and make total sense. I'm not personally a fan of claustrophobic spaces where you can't easily get from one room to another without opening and closing 5 doors. I just don't like that. But I do appreciate how having a closed floor plan allows you so much creative freedom, because each space can truly have its own individuality and design, whereas an open concept house, all of the rooms have to work cohesively together, and that can sometimes limit the amount of freedom that you have in each space. So from a design standpoint, this is actually a fun reemergence because each room can truly have its own identity again. So that is it, guys. Those are my top 5 design trends that I am looking forward to seeing in 2021. Again, I love all things interior design, and I am always so excited at the beginning of a new year to pick and choose which trends I think are going to stand the test of time and which ones are fleeting, like the Pantone color of the year. But let me know down in the comments below which design trends you've been seeing or expecting, and which ones you're most excited about. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.